This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Well, they can't even agree on this. President Trump and Iran issuing conflicting statements about the new talks, whether a meeting is even set for today, for Tuesday. Dominic Carter here with you, folks. The number to reach us live this hour, 800-848-9222. And a mixed bag for President Trump at the Supreme Court. You may recall that ridiculous verdict for E. Jean Carroll. The verdict, right, and without issuing any noted dissent, the Supreme Court has declined to hear President Trump's appeal to toss out that jury's $5 million verdict against him for sexual abuse and defamation brought by E. Jean Carroll, the writer at the time. You folks may recall I referred to her because of her bizarre behavior as we. And this leaves the lower court's ruling and financial penalty fully intact. So a mixed day for President Trump at the Supreme Court. But before we get to the politics, some of you, many of you think I'm a little nuts, loco diablo, because of my concern, my fear of alligators. But look at what just happened in Florida. A woman lost her life and several others, including a child, were attacked.
First on Fox tonight, a deadly alligator attack in Seminole County. One woman is killed after she was bitten while swimming in a river. It's just the second deadly alligator attack in Central Florida in the last 10 years. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Manny Martinez. It happened in the Little Big Econ State Forest, and Fox 35's Stephanie Buffonti is there live with the very latest. Stephanie?
Manny, we are standing at the start of the trail. It's about a 7-minute walk from where we are to the water where she was bitten by that gator. And you could see at the start of the trail here, there is a sign. It says alligators, information about some alligators saying to respect their space and to be careful.
So I'm making light of the situation. Obviously, it's very serious. A woman lost her life. Matt Blaze, so I'm going to come back to you, but people like you and our friends that live in Florida, I thought alligators, they're in salt water. Don't smile, young man, with your KISS shirt on tonight. This woman was swimming in a river. Gators are in a river in Florida?
Man, I'm not going into any water beside the ocean in Florida.
About. That's what I'm talking
ocean,
about.
But I'm not going to no lake, no river. I'm
not even going in the pool. I've seen gators in Florida get in the pool, jump in the pool, and they're fast. It's a misconception that they're not fast. They're very fast.
Yeah, they're fast, and I don't mind going into the ocean or a pool. But if I can't see the bottom of the water because it's dark like lake water, I'm not going in it because there could be a gator right there, waiting for you. And once they get you in the gator roll, it's over.
The death roll. It's over.
That's it.
I'll come back to you at the bottom of the hour, Matt Blaze. So, folks, I'm the crazy one, right? Because I got a thing with gators. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines as we move into politics now. 800-848-9222. President Trump and Iran issue conflicting statements about new talks, which are supposed to get underway today, and whether a meeting is even set. This is what the president said a few hours ago at the White House.
There'll be a meeting on that tomorrow in Doha, and they're going to Qatar. I think they've already left, or they're just about getting ready to leave. So we'll see how that goes. But we're doing very well on that front. But the meeting in Doha is going to be perhaps important, perhaps not. We're going to find out. But we're winning militarily. It's almost won militarily, I would say. And it's really very simple. It's the denuclearization of Iran. We don't want them to have a nuclear weapon, and they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. And they've agreed to that, in all fairness.
So it's going to be very interesting. Let's switch gears to the Supreme Court, a mixed day for President Trump as the court is wrapping up only now 1 day left before they leave to go on recess. So let's start with the good news, right? In a 6-3 decision, the court ruled in President Trump's favor. And this is ridiculous to me. We elect a president for a president's agenda, the bottom line. And in this case, overwhelmingly electing him for his agenda, winning every battleground state for his agenda, President Trump. So 6-3 decision, the court ruled the president has the authority to remove heads of independent agencies at will. So it's a sweeping ruling on presidential authority. Here was the president's reaction.
The Supreme Court just affirmed your right to fire the heads of independent agencies. Should we expect more firings as a result of this ruling?
I don't think so. It gives me the right, and not me, it gives a president the right to do what the president should have the right to do. And it's very interesting. It's a big ruling. It's been going on for almost 100 years. They've been working on this, and that it comes down at my term is a very great honor. But it bestows additional powers, or maybe the same power, on the president. The president has the right to do this, and that has to do with a lot of agencies all throughout the system. So it's considered, the biggest of the group. And I can understand that this has been going on for almost 100 years. They've been waiting for this decision.
So the court ruling in President Trump's favor in that regard. But here's where it got shaky for the president at the Supreme Court today. Technically now, yesterday. And we're about to begin with your telephone calls. The Federal Reserve, right? The court drew a line, if you will, protecting the nation's central bank from, if you will, partisan control in a narrow 5-4 decision. The justices blocked President Trump's attempt to fire the Federal Reserve Board of Governor member Lisa Cook. You may recall her. So the court, siding with the liberal justices in terms of two conservative members, Chief Justice John Roberts and Brett Kavanaugh, deciding that the woman, in defiance, she said she wasn't going anywhere. And so the court has sided with her, Lisa Cook. Now, where another defeat for the president happened to be over E. Jean Carroll's verdict without issuing any noted dissent, the Supreme Court has declined to hear President Trump's appeal to toss out a jury's $5 million verdict against him for sexual abuse and defamation brought by writer E. Jean Carroll. So this, in effect, leaves the lower court's ruling and financial penalty fully intact. So a mixed day, if you will, at the Supreme Court for President Trump. Let's start with some of your telephone calls, beginning this morning. Line 4, Teddy in Yonkers. Good morning, Teddy.
Good morning, Dominic. I've come to the realization, I've known you for a number of years already, listening to you, and after listening to James Carville, I've come to the conclusion that Teddy is no longer going to be a supporter of the Democratic Party as it stands now. I am disappointed with Chuck Schumer for years for not speaking out against what's happening in New York City and the rest of the country dealing with these Democratic socialists, and I can't deal with that anymore. That doesn't mean that I support everything of the Republican Party, but if I have to choose the lesser of two evils, I have to go with the Republicans, and I can't deal with these Democrats and the socialists and Mandami, how he denies everything, and I wanted to tell you that on the air. So
Teddy, you know, even when Matt Blaze is going, whoa, wow. So Teddy, you know, even though from time to time we feud, you know that I love you, right?
Right. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So to borrow a line from what's the name of the show, Matt Blaze, Sanford and Son?
Yes.
With Red Fox,
yes.
Right? When he would have the heart attack, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. This is the big one. Yeah. Teddy just came over to the Republican. Don't laugh, Matt Blaze. Teddy just came over to the Republican Party. I'm just messing with you, Teddy. So you're okay. Done with this now?
Yeah, no problem. I can deal with that. That's fine. I mean, I'm too old to be too sensitive to a lot of things anymore. My personality has changed, and I would love to be able to see Mamdani and tell him a few things that I can't say on the air. But you can imagine what I would say to him, and about his wife also, okay? And the socialist that said that she's against interracial relationships. Did you hear that one?
Right. Yeah. That's the woman that's going to replace Adriano Espaillat. She's a Muslim and, all of this stuff, and they don't eat pork and they don't do all of these things. At least in light, they don't do all these things. In the dark, who knows what they do, Teddy. But Teddy, no longer a Democrat. Teddy, a Republican, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Dominic, what do you think is going to happen in November?
I think the Republicans will regain control of the House, and President Trump will continue with his agenda. And I think that's that. I think that's the best thing, Teddy, for the country. I mean, even people like Bill Maher of HBO are saying that, and he's a Democrat, that his party is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and that this is not going to work. I
like Bill Maher, and because he's honest. And James Carville is honest. Mm-hmm. The Democratic Party of the 80s is no longer, it doesn't exist anymore.
Teddy.
Even the 90s, it doesn't exist anymore.
Teddy.
And I'm just, I feel terrible about it.
This is calm, Teddy. Teddy, I got to ask you a question. 2028, who you voting for? This is a test. I know you like math tests. Here's a test. If it's 2028, J.D. Vance or Gavin Newsom, who do you pick?
I don't care for Vance, but I don't like Newsom more, so I'll go for Vance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
J.D. Vance, Kamala Harris.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance, wow. Josh Shapiro. Go.
I have to hear Josh Shapiro. I have to listen to him. I want to hear his platform. I want to hear how he will deny what the socialists say and not accept their philosophy. I want to hear him say it. If he doesn't say it, then no.
What about Marco Rubio, Gavin Newsom?
Oh, Marco, no doubt. He's brilliant. I like him.
Wow.
Well, there you go, Teddy.
Teddy's a Republican now.
That doesn't mean, once again, Matt Blaze, that doesn't mean that, I love it. But I had to do it. I had to do it. That's like I said. I don't agree. Look what's going on with some of the Marjorie Taylor Greene and the other guy who says he's no longer a Republican and can't support the Republican Party. And then he said he's not going to vote Democratic. So what is he going to do? Sit on the side? Sit at home?
Hey, Teddy, I hear you, and thank you for the call, and welcome to the GOP. Teddy in Yonkers, retired. Don't laugh, Matt Blaze. The man has had a change of heart. We have got to take a break. We see all your calls. A number of you want to talk about alligator attacks, want to talk about a guy eaten by a crocodile upstate. There are no crocodiles in New York. You're about to give me a heart attack. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This is going to be an extremely busy month. I have to watch 104 soccer games, follow the pregame, the postgame, yell useless opinions at the TV. It's a lot. So I knew that when it comes to screening for colon cancer, the choice was clear. The Cologuard Plus test. It can be used at home and can only take 15 minutes, so I can do it during halftime and not miss any action. If you are 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a prescription at Cologuard.com.
Looking to see what's happening around your home? Ring's Battery Doorbell helps you track packages and see who's at your door in real time. The Outdoor Cam Plus protects your yard at night with a wide field of view and clearer Retinal 2K video. Or upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells with Retinal Vision for ultra-clear zoom and detail. Your door, your yard, your home. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more at Ring.com now.
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Cocktails up here feel just right. Is Cambria amazing? All right. Bring a date, your team, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com. See you on the roof.
Suffering from dry, tired, irritated eyes? Don't let dry eyes win. Use Systane Pro. It hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Systane Pro. Triple action dry eye relief.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
So it appears that 62% of Democrats say they prefer socialism over capitalism. We'll get to that in Joe Manchin's response. That's coming up in the minutes ahead, but we see all of your telephone calls. Let's go to Tony, line 2 in Florida. Tony, good morning. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic. I've lived in Florida for 44 years, and I saw on the news tonight about the young lady that got killed by the gator. And it's tragic. However, in all the years I've lived down here, the only place I've ever been swimming is in a springs because the water's clear. In the 90s, I worked at a place called Alexander Springs in the Carroll National Forest. And a man was swimming, and he swam out of the area past the signs that said, "Do not swim beyond this point." And he went further down the creek, and he got attacked by an alligator. It bit him numerous times, but because he had a wetsuit on, they didn't kill him. It was actually pretty minor. I talked to him after he got out of the hospital, and I said, "Why did you go past the signs that said don't swim beyond this point?" And he said, "Well, I don't understand why that sign was there." And he'd already been attacked, and he still couldn't figure it out.
So he failed the test of common sense. That's what you're telling me, Tony, correct?
Exactly. And a lot of people, do that. I've never, ever stepped foot in water unless it was crystal clear down here just because of the alligators. Not to mention the water.
Tony, when you say the springs, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
But
when you say the springs, I'm thinking about the waterfalls up at Cornell University, unfortunately, where many kids commit suicide. But when you say the springs, what exactly does that mean?
Well, throughout Florida, in fact, Florida has more springs than any other state. It's where the water bubbles up from the aquifer. There's no waterfall or anything. And then it creates a creek. 80 million gallons come out of Alexander Springs every day. And it goes into the St. Johns River. And when it comes out, you can see through it like there was nothing there, like you were looking through glass.
Hey, I hear you, Tony. Thank you for the call. I'm still not doing it. I don't know about Matt Blaze. I'm not doing it. I'm afraid to go into a pool in Florida. I've seen them jump into the pools and go from one side to the other in the snap of a finger. We're coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
That is fire. Whoa, that's good.
This might be the drink of the summer.
Okay, I like this one too. I'm rocking with it. Okay.
Try it for yourself. Starbucks Refreshers Concentrates are coming home. Find them in the coffee aisle and make it yours.
Hey, I like your new RAV4.
Thanks, yours too.
What does RAV stand for anyway?
To me, it's the Remarkably Advanced Vehicle.
Really? To me, it's the Runway Approved Vehicle for its amazing style.
What about Remarkably Adaptable Vehicle because of its versatile cargo space?
Or Really Admired Vehicle?
Oh, or Really Awesome Vehicle.
It really is the recreational activity vehicle. The stylish 2026 Toyota RAV4 Limited. What's your RAV4?
Need a laptop that's built to perform and designed to last all day? Select Windows 11 PCs starting at $499.99 are now at Best Buy. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
I am looking at my Twitter at my ex. John Beckman says at Dominic TV, hooray for Teddy. But it's not all roses with Republicans, Teddy. Just look at what they aren't doing now. Pass the SAVE Act. I was a Republican my whole life, and now I'm a registered independent. That's what John Beckman says. The lovely Liz Rosenblatt says, very sad when people die from unnatural causes. Moral of the story, do not. She capitalizes the word not. Swim in rivers. Pools are the safest, although I have heard some gators have slipped into some pool waters. So, Dominic, you're safe on the ground. Watch out for those bears. I don't know. These bears are racist because they want to attack me, Matt Blaze. They want to attack the brother. They're racist. I'm only joking. I guess they're equal opportunity maulers, correct?
As far as I know, I don't think I'd want to be making friends with a bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it mattered if me and you were sitting in the backyard and a bear came. I don't think they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to eat the black guy first. I don't think the bear's going to say that.
I want the dark meat, man, the dark meat. But I got to tell you, I told the story before. I'm not going to tell the story. When I saw the babies in the backyard, they were so cute. But I told you, a guy that runs a funeral parlor told me, he says, Dominic, I assure you that if you went near those babies, your family would need my services because Mama Bear would have ditched you.
Mama Bear's right there. She's watching.
Right. Right. So I got an internet question for you, Matt Blaze. We see all your phone calls, folks. We're going to get back to them. But first, again, an update. So I'm the one that's Loco Diablo, right? When it comes to the alligators. But now we have a woman dead and 3 incidents in a week, including one where a child was attacked as it relates to alligators and Florida.
I mean, I just find it pretty shocking, you know? Like, you hear about alligator attacks, but you don't hear it so close to you.
On Saturday, a child was bitten on the hand by an 8-foot gator in Marion County, and a snorkeler was bitten in the Rainbow River in Marion County on June 21st. Anyone with concerns about an alligator is urged to contact the statewide hotline.
So a very serious situation. Matt Blaze, help me out here. So I get a lot of, and we're about to get back to your calls, folks. I get obviously a lot of stuff on social media, but on Instagram, and maybe you don't. All of these people want to send me a message, and I maintain a public account in which, you know, I'll comment sometimes, but sometimes there's so many views I just can't. What's up with this? They want to send me a message. That to me, that says they want to have a private relationship. I don't have time for all of these private relationships. Is that what that means? When somebody wants to send me a message?
Yeah, they probably want to ask you something, maybe an appearance or something.
And where do I have time for an individual?
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking.
But that's what it means. They want to.
Yeah, they might want to ask you a question.
At least 100 times a day.
Or they might just want to make a comment. I mean, you never. That's the thing. You don't really know.
Make a comment on one of the videos, right? Make a comment on one of the public videos.
Right. These people, you know, they want to be close to you, I guess.
Just to be close. What was?
Yeah.
Some group did a song like that. Just
Maxi
to
Priest.
Be close, huh?
Maxi Priest. I just want to be close to you.
No, another song. For a moment, baby, for the sugar, yeah.
For
Why
the sugar?
Are you laughing? No.
Did you say for the sugar?
Just to be close to you, girl. Just for an hour, yeah. Why are you laughing and turning red?
Well, I just like when you're singing. Singing about sugar. Want to be close to you, baby.
Can you please find the song so that because you're looking at me like I'm nuts. It's by, I believe, some black group, Just to Be Close to You, Girl, Just for a Moment, Baby, yeah, just for an hour, just to be close to you. You can tell I'm in a good mood, Matt Blaze, I'm in a good mood, but I want you to listen to this, folks, and then we'll talk about your alligators, we'll talk about the politics, we'll talk about the SAVE Act and so on. Did you find the song? Because I want to make sure I'm not nuts yet. Wow. Just for an hour, just to be close to you, girl.
Couples to the dance floor. All couples to the skating rink. This is couples skate. Couples skate.
Watch this, how we flip the mood from positive to negative within seconds. Line 4, Walter in Baltimore. Good morning, Walter. What's on your mind?
Yes, good morning, Dominic. I don't want to beef with you. I'll extend an olive branch if you'd like. But I want to make a comment about the Supreme Court decision today.
Walter, go ahead with your negative comment. We all know you're a hater. Go ahead.
I'm not a hater. I have a positive comment because I know that you were at the forefront of fighting for the women that were accusing Eric Swalwell, the guy in Texas, the Republican, Gonzalez. And I think that today it was an important day for women because they know now that they can come forward and they will not be shamed or mocked or shut down for trying to...
Walter, you believe that nonsense? With President Trump, you really believe that? Because if you do, I got a nice deal on a bridge for you. Do you really believe that?
What if it was your mother, Dominic? What if it was your mother?
Walter, here comes the haterade. Here it comes, the poison. I told you Walter would mess it up in a matter of seconds. Walter.
There's no poison. You're poison.
Walter, now I'm poison.
You have a double standard.
Now I'm poison. You started out saying an olive branch, and now I'm poison. So, Walter, you want me to really believe with a straight face that Miss Wee, she goes on with Anderson Cooper. Anderson, what would you like for me to buy you with the money? And her lawyers are sitting there like, what is this nut doing? So you want me to believe, Walter, you want me to believe with a straight face that she goes into the dressing room and that Trump comes in and does what he does. Now, I know victims, many victims react different ways. Some will yell or scream. Some are silent. Some trauma, they'll panic. But in a dressing room, I'm supposed to believe with a straight face that Donald Trump did what she says he did. And she didn't yell out for back in those days, you'd have somebody working the dressing room. You really want me to believe this with a straight face?
Well, do you believe in the American justice system? Because
No. Wait. So I'm asking you a question, and you're turning around asking me a question.
That's my answer.
Okay. Well, first of all, you were talking over me, so I couldn't hear words you said.
A jury found him guilty. That's all we need to know.
Okay. Excuse me, Walter. Was this a jury in a state where there are Republican and Democrat voters, or was this an overwhelmingly blue New York City? Where was this trial held at?
That doesn't matter. What about
it doesn't matter? Hey, meet Mr. Click. He's done. Cut him off.
You're drinking the haterade.
Absolutely. And stop with the haterade, Walter. Now, I took your call, Walter. I did the right thing. I did the honorable thing. Please don't call me 8 times this week trying to get on the air. Because, frankly, what you're selling, I'm not buying. Who said that? The Rock? Is that what The Rock said? What The Rock is cooking or something like that? I'm not buying. So, Walter, I took your call. Occasionally, I'll take your calls. Don't call me every day. And stop calling, disguising your voice, because I always know it's you. I know it's you, Walter. Folks, I want you to listen to this. Joe Manchin, former senator, asked about on Fox News the fact that 62% of Democrats say they prefer socialism over capitalism.
Let me just tell you that 47% of the people identify themselves as independents. They have to take, and all of you on your shows talk about independence, because independence is where you win or lose elections.
But 62% of Democrats say they prefer socialism over capitalism.
If they do, then by God, there's not a Democratic Party left. That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's true.
That is absolutely insane.
It's not a Fox poll.
If you want to ask me, well, that's another reason why I'm not registered as a Democrat. I can't put up with that crazy shit. That's nuts. And I've told him that. I said, when you believe that the government should take care of you and you don't want to get up at I was asked by Elizabeth Warren, what's happened to the West Virginia Democrats? Why we lose all the union? I said, you've lost the union workers, you lost the working people of America, because they believe the Democratic Party in Washington spends more time, effort, and resources on able-bodied, capable people that don't work or won't work than those that still are working, trying to make a living. That's it in a nutshell. I can't give it to you any plainer than that.
And no plainer than that, many Democrats, unfortunately, want a free ride. There is no such thing as anything free. Okay, wait. I stand corrected. If you come into the country illegally as an illegal or a migrant, then free exists. You can get it. You can have as many kids as you want free. You can stay in the hotels free. You can have the food free. You can get everything free. But if you're American, no such thing as free. Okay? Let's go to Bobby, Keyport, New Jersey, line 4. What's on your mind, Bobby?
My mind is no one knows anything about this case, and they know nothing about that store they were supposedly in. That store is for very rich people. When you walk in that store, you get assigned 2 people that stay with you and shop with you and help you spend your money.
Wait, Bobby. I believe it was Lord & Taylor's. That's not a store for really rich people. I mean, I don't know where you're getting that information from.
They get shopped. You get brought in when you come in. And you're a high-end person.
At certain parts of the store. Bobby, your information is wrong. Certain parts of the store, you might have a private shopper, but there's nothing rich about. I think it was Lord & Taylor's. I think there's nothing rich about the store. They're no longer in existence.
That you get assigned
Bergdorf Goodman. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Okay, more upscale, right? But what does that have to do with anything?
You walk in that store, people come to you and they walk with you and talk to you and try to sell you stuff and make you spend your money. Trust me, you're not there alone. There's always somebody around. You're never alone, ever.
Okay, well,
I worked in Manhattan most of my life. I worked in the movie industry.
I thank you for the call. Thank you very much. Let's go to Mark, line 1, upstate New York. What's on your mind, Mark?
Yes, Dominic, I'm just calling to give you some credence to your fears. Two things real fast. There was a guy just 2 days ago in Mexico. Now you're your screener thought I said upstate New York. I said
Mark,
where I was
I'm
from.
short for time. You got to get to the point. Go ahead.
Oh, they pulled somebody off. They pulled a guy that was sleeping on the beach. The crocodile came and brought him right into the water.
I thought that was Australia. No.
I think it was Mexico.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I heard about that when the guy was sleeping on the beach and the gator, the crocodile, and the crocodiles are angry. That crocodiles are like Black Lives Matter, and they just, Black Lives Matter, bang, the crocodile. What was your other point, Mark? I got to toss to a break. Go ahead.
The other thing is my wife was swimming 40 years ago when she was younger, jumped off a boat. She was on with a bunch of friends, cut her leg a little bit, was swimming around, and the other people told her, get out of the water. There was a crocodile, little blood. It drew the crocodile. She got away back in the boat.
Oh, boy. Mark,
it
thank you for the great call.
Take much.
I wish I had more time. Yeah, it doesn't take much. They smell that blood. Your wife had a cut on her leg or wherever, and that's all she wrote. Time for a break. We're coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Welcome to a new era of baseball's great spectacle. The T-Mobile Home Run Derby, live on Netflix. The biggest sluggers in baseball put their talents to the test on All-Star Weekend. Raw power meets star power. Big swagger meets bigger slams. And you don't swing to make contact. You swing to make history. Watch the T-Mobile Home Run Derby live on Netflix, Monday, July 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go to Alex in Connecticut, line 1. Alex, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. My mom worked at my mom worked at Bergdorf Goodman a number of years ago. Of course, before I was born.
Hey, Alex, your phone is breaking up. But go ahead.
And she's been a customer at that store. My mom worked there again 60 years ago or so.
Okay.
She actually worked at Bergdorf Goodman.
I got it. Alex, I'm short on time. You got to get to the point. Go ahead.
There's no way anybody could have sexually assaulted anybody in that dressing room. He knows the dressing rooms. She says it's impossible. Can I say something about Caitlin Clark too?
Quickly, Alex.
If Gino Auriemma was the coach of that team, or if somebody like Bobby Knight or Bill Lampier, they would have flipped out.
You're right. I agree with you 1,000%. Thank you. Let's go to Susan, line 4, Corning, New York. Susan, what's going on?
Okay, well, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She didn't even know what year it was or anything like that. So how could they even say that he even shook hands with her when they couldn't even put either one of them in that store, which absolutely the gentleman is correct before. I'm not even 60 years ago, but I'm familiar with that store. Friends and I actually worked there myself. That they have people at the door. Oh, they would have Mr. Trump. Here, we will, what can we do for you today? They would have 2 people up there. They have the earphones on, And there's the women's store is on the west side of the street. The men's store is on the east side of the street. There's two separate stores. So he would have been in there probably buying a gift or something, and this is totally. But do you understand what I'm saying, Dom?
No, I hear you. Just I have 15 seconds left in the show. To think that Mr. Trump could walk into the dressing room and do what she alleges. Now, I know people forget things, but come on, folks. It doesn't pass the smell test. Bottom line, what am I saying? Something is rotten in Denmark with her entire story. Miss Wee! I'll be back 3 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?